Wilder looking to throw and has Lawrence Wilson all alone at the 45. It's a foot race, 20, 15, 10, 5, touchdown, Lawrence Wilson.
Wow, Wilson was wide. He could have stopped, ate lunch, and then caught the pass because there was no one around him.
Oh, blown coverage there in the Gophers secondary. Not sure if the corner was expecting some help by the safety over the top, but the Gophers had no safety in the middle of the field. It was straight man coverage, and they were actually showing blitz at the beginning of the play before dropping off the two linebackers.
Yeah, I mean, we'll keep throwing all night. They're going to keep leaving us open like this. They got AJ on the last big catch, and now Wilson for the 6.
High snap to Kreiger on the PAT attempt, and throw to Xavier Griggs is good. And it is now 17-0 Central Catholic.
Nice pass there by the lefty. Well, good. Here we are, first quarter, 3 minutes left, 17-0 over the Gophers. You know, a game that coming in, we talked about it, the Gophers coming in 5-0 and ranked also in the power rankings. It's nice to see Central come out and really impose their will on offense. Every series has generated points, and the defense have done well to stop the Gophers.
Well, this is what we talked about at the beginning of the game. We wanted to see the Rams come out thinking you're going to get Gresham's best punch early in the game. You want to withstand that. Well, in this case, the Rams coming out, they're the ones coming out swinging, and they got Gresham reeling.
Yeah, but I wonder if we're seeing Gresham's best punch with Hoffman not touching the ball in the last 3 series.
Well, I have a feeling you're going to see him touch the ball now. And at this point in the game, you want to get the ball into your best offensive player's hands and try to get something going before this one slips away before the end of the first half. Sweely with the kickoff, and Hoffman will retreat into the end zone, and the Gophers will take over 1st and 10 from their own 20-yard line.
So some scores around the league. It's still early, obviously, but we got Sheldon up on Crater, and that'll probably continue in that vein for the rest of the night. Forest Grove over Glencoe. Canby 7-0 over Lake O. So they're up early on the Lakers.
Shields returned to the quarterback spot. Now we see the Gophers with 3 running backs in the backfield, and here comes the give to Hoffman, and Hoffman trying to cut back. It's outside, and will gain 7 before Levitt takes him down.
I see why he's such a good runner. He's got some fleet feet. He's quick and fast. But Dolan, great job closing the distance there and bringing him down after a gain of about 5.
Call it a gain of 6, 2nd and 4 coming up for the Gophers. As we go under 3 minutes left here in the opening quarter, 17-0 Central Catholic on top. Battle of 2 top 10 teams. The Rams coming into the night tied for 5th in the state poll. Gophers at number 9. A quick toss goes to Hoffman, and he'll lower the shoulder, and he'll be stopped short of the first down marker.
Good job there by Sam Gomez to shut that pitch down.
3rd and 1 coming up for the Gophers. 0 for 2 on 3rd downs tonight, as they have been 3 and out on both possessions. I formation. Hoffman, the deep back. Shields calling out the signals, and the give is to Hunter Paddock, and Paddock going to have the first down and more. He'll pick up 13 yards. So the give goes to the big fullback for 13. Gophers have their first down of the night. And they'll try to maybe string together a drive trying to get some points on the board and get back into the game. 1:45 left to go, first quarter. I formation again. I won't say tight end and a wing to the left. Here comes Hoffman, and Hoffman met by Blake Gratton in the backfield.
Yeah, great job. Loss of about 3 on that. Nice job by Gratton to explode up early before Hoffman was able to get really his feet going and make a decision. Gratton obviously wrapped him up, and the 2-yard loss. So we got 4 total yards. He's not keeping up with his average at this point for Hoffman. It's a testament to that great Ram defense.
Good job by the Ram defense here this first quarter, getting penetration against 3 different offensive looks to begin the game. Shields again under center, I formation for the Gophers. And here's the toss to Hoffman trying to get on the perimeter. And he is not going to get there. Nice job by
Hansen
Jacob
getting
Hansen,
over there.
stringing the play out.
Hansen's talking a little bit to Hoffman and getting in his head a little bit. But, boy, Hansen really showed his speed because Hoffman's a quick back. And Hansen was all over him.
So 3rd and 12 coming up now for Gresham. Split backs as Shields goes into the shotgun. Tight end to the right. And Shields finds his tight end for a first down and more across the 45 to the 40-yard line. That's Ben Bachman on the reception.
Yeah, big dude there with hands. He's, 6'2", 215 pounds. He's a load to bring down as well.
Just a seam route right out of the formation, and nobody picked up Bachman, and he gains 20 on the final play of the first quarter. 17-0 Central on top of Gresham after a quarter of play.
Now we got some more scores that we're seeing for the Mount Hood Conference. It's Reynolds over David Douglas, 14-0, and so Reynolds is having another tough Friday night. You know, having to face the Central Catholic Rams last Friday, and now in their first quarter, they are down. Oh, I'm sorry, I have that reversed. It's actually Reynolds taking it to David Douglas. Maybe I need to get these glasses fixed once and for all. But Reynolds is up 14-0. Over David Douglas, and David Douglas came in 2 tonight, 1-1 in the conference and 2-3 overall.
Second quarter resumes, and again toss to Toppin. Hoffman looking to throw, and pass incomplete, broken up, and
boy, smart play by Levitt. He did not bite on that pitch, and he was all over that receiver.
Try a little bit later as we're giving scores. Also to run down this week's AP top 10. And the Gophers and the Rams both ranked. Gresham, number 9. Rams coming in tied for 5th in the polls. Actually dropped a spot after their win last week against Reynolds. 8th play of this drive coming up. 2nd and 10 for the Gophers from the Ram 40-yard line. Their first penetration into Central Territory tonight, and there's a whistle to blow the play dead. Looks like Gresham is going to take a timeout, so now maybe a chance here to take a look at the top 10. As we take a look here this first Friday of October, and it is Sheldon on top of this week's top 10. They are 5-0. They are followed by Lake Oswego. Both the Irish and the Lakers picked up 4 first-place votes. Oloa checking in at number 3 this week. They picked up a first place vote that it's Jesuit at number 4, and then Tigard in Central Catholic tied for 5th. Second half of the bottom 10. We'll get to a little later on.
And real quick, some first half stats, coming in. 1 first down for the Gophers. Only 19 rushing yards, 1 for 3 passing. Only 18 plays and 12 plays for 37 yards for the Gophers.
2nd and 10 for the Gophers, coming out of the timeout. And a fumbled snap, and like Gresham has recovered. Loss of 2 on the play. Bring up a 3rd and 12 just inside the 42-yard line of Central Catholic. So in 2 Mount Hood Conference games, Rams have outscored Reynolds and Gresham a combined 45-7.
And the magic number is 30.
That is right.
When Central Catholic gets to 30, they don't lose very often.
Tight end to the left. I formation. Fake the Paddock, and then Shields looking to throw, and down he goes. Connor Humphreys there on the sack.
Boy, looking like the man out there. Humphreys coming in, wrapping up. No chance to get that pass off there. Hunter Paddock had no chance.
So Paddock goes down, or rather Shields goes down for a loss of 1. Be 4th and 13 for the 43. And the Gophers show punt. Levitt standing back at the 10. And it's a high spiraling kick. Levitt calls for the fair catch. And it's Gresham football. Levitt came up to field it. He muffed it.
It appeared to hit a Gopher first.
For a interference penalty that they didn't give Levitt enough room to make the catch, and Levitt's a little upset.
And they are conferencing there at the 15-yard line, maybe trying to work it out, but that official saw something. And he must have won that argument, because it's going to be the Gophers football.
It looks like the Gophers are going to have possession at the 16-yard line.
This is where replay would come in handy.
1st and 10 for the Gophers from the 16 following the muff punt. Head coach Steve Pine still pleading his case, but to no avail. And a break here for the Gophers, really perhaps the game's first big break.
Big break there for the Gophers, and really I don't think it's much fault of Central Catholic. I think Levitt did the right thing. I can't really point to him and say he made a mistake.
And to give to Hunter Paddock across the 15 to the 13.
Going with that inside run that got him about 10 yards on a 3rd and 1 in the first quarter. It wasn't there this time.
2nd and 7. Clock goes under 10 minutes. Gophers had the ball for over 5.5 minutes.
Shields back in at quarterback.
Shields on the play fake now, steps up, feels the pressure. Pass almost intercepted as Shields trying to hit his safety valve. The tight end Bachman, and Durantale coming in to knock the pass away.
And how about Humphreys there? He's 6'3", 245. He's getting through there, and he's tearing it up. Putting pressure on the quarterback. Nearly had quarterback's arm when that pass was thrown.
Well, the Rams last week recorded 6 sacks in the win against Reynolds. Shields under center. Split backs for the Gophers. Hoffman on the top of your screen in the backfield. Shields looking to throw, going for the corner of the end zone, and it's incomplete, overthrown. His intended receiver was Maliko Arango, the 6'3", 180-pound sophomore. He was matched up with Nathan Torres Walker.
Yeah, looking like a jump ball pass play. He's 6'3", that wide receiver, and against, how tall is Torres Walker? He's coming in at 5'11", so definitely an advantage for the wide receiver. The jump ball didn't work this time.
4th and 7, the Gophers are going to go for it. As a field goal would still keep this a 3-possession game. Shields looking to throw over for the tight end, Bachman, incomplete, just overthrows Bachman, and it'll be a turnover on downs.
And Bachman had 6 points if he was able to get that pass to his hands. He had a step on the coverage, but it's nice to see the Rams take over here about the 13-yard line. And it's kind of ironic. This is about the spot where the Gophers got the ball on that muff punt. So no harm, no foul. Great job there by the Rams defense to
Rams take over on their own 14-yard line. Rams now going with a tight end set, and to give to Cam Scarlett, spins off a tackle, and he'll get up to the 15-yard line where he'll be taken down. Gain a 1 for Cameron. Cameron last week against the Raiders touched the ball 4 times, had 45 yards and a touchdown. Again, 10 different Rams carried the ball last week. 3 receivers now to the bottom of the screen. Ryan Nall had 78 yards rushing to lead the Rams on just 2 rushes. Wilder going for Wilson, pass complete and out of bounds at the 39-yard line. Pick up a 24 on the fade route as Wilson beats Hoffman.
Great pass by Wilder. He put it really where Wilson was the only guy that could catch it on that play. Just over the outside shoulder, sideline. Of course, he was much better covered on this one. I think it was Hoffman on the cover.
1st and 10, Rams out to their own 39-yard line. Empty backfield again. Here comes Oglesby in motion on the sweep. Oglesby now throw back to Wilder, complete at the 45. Wilder across midfield and out of bounds in Gresham territory at the 44-yard line. A pickup of 17.
Yeah, that's a nice angle you can have when you got Oglesby, who is a quarterback who also runs that fly sweep. So you get it back to Wilder. Good decision by Wilder to get out of bounds and not try to create too much. But they set that play up earlier when they had Oglesby on that fly sweep so they could sell it here in the second quarter.
1st and 10 for the Rams. They are now inside Gresham territory. They're at the Gopher 44-yard line. Give is the Nall. Nall looking for some running room. Goes off tackle and maybe gains 2.
Well, it looks like Lake Oswego has tied it up with Canby. In the second quarter, it's 7-7.
Three receivers, top of the screen. Levitt offset. Give goes to Levitt. Levitt trying to get outside, and a lot of shake and bake, but not a lot of yards. In fact, Levitt's going to be marked for a loss of 1.
And Ken Onima for the Gophers with that shoestring tackle probably saved 6 points because Levitt would have been able to get around the corner and race down the sidelines for 6 with the shoestring tackle. Did him in.
Yeah, well, that's where I usually like to tell running backs, get the yards that you can and move the sticks.
Move the sticks.
3rd and 9. Here comes the screen. Pass is complete. That was Zach Davis on the screen.
Zach Davis got a little help by the official in the middle of the field there, able to screen off a potential Gopher tackler, allowing Davis to get an extra 2 yards on that.
4th and 4 coming up for the Rams from the Gopher 38. 2-by-2 set. Levitt offset to Wilder's left. Now the Rams check over the sideline looking for the play. And a penalty marker comes out.
It's like an illegal procedure call there. False start.
So a false start against the Rams. We're going to push them back 5 yards. Now let's see how this potentially changes the thinking. 4th and 9 for the 43, and the Rams still going to go for it.
And you got Davis split wide. He's got some wheels.
Oglesby in the slot. Wilder looking for Wilson, complete at the 30, breaks a tackle. He's down the sideline and knocked out of bounds at the 14-yard line to pick up a 29.
Another great ball by Wilder there, putting it right on Wilson's hands. Wilson's getting a lot of work tonight, and it's a lot of help from Wilder because the passes are right on target.
So Wilder, or rather Wilson, over 100 yards receiving on the night. That'll be his second 100-yard receiving game of the season. Here comes Durantale in motion. Wilder fields the low snap, looking to get what he can, and he'll go out of bounds at the 13-yard line, a gain of 1. Second and 9 from the 13. Wilson had 115 yards on 4 catches in the Rams' season opening win against Skyview. Quick throw out to Holden Oglesby. Oglesby will elude one tackler and get inside the 10 to the 7.
Nice little Ole move to get the, nice little move by Oglesby with the Ole move to get the extra 5 yards.
Holden, one of those athletes you like to get in space on the perimeter and let him go one-on-one with a defender. And, a lot of times in the slot, you're going to get a guy matched up against an outside linebacker. 3rd and 3 for the Rams. 2-back set. This is Scarlett and Levitt. 2 receivers to the bottom of your screen. Gophers showing some pressure off the edge. Wilder going up and talking to the offensive line. Now the backs reset. Wilder looking to run. I believe this is a broken play. And it looked like he was looking for a back. No back was there. Then took it.
A flag on the play there. Wilson did a nice job blocking. He's great receiver, but he did a nice job blocking downfield to give the opportunity for Wilder to turn that corner.
So there's going to be a holding call against Central. Second time tonight we've seen the Rams with a hold in the red zone.
In the red zone, those mistakes will cost you in a closer game.
First time it cost them 6 points. This time it's going to make it a 13-yard penalty. And it's going to make it 3rd and long from the 20. Third and 16 from the 20-yard line. Wilder looking to throw, stepped up in the pocket, hit as he throws, but he gets Lawrence Wilson, and he'll get 12 yards to the 8.
Great job by Wilder to hang in there with his eyes up down the field. Another great pass to Wilson. He's going to need to ice his hands after this game, as much activity as he's getting.
Fourth and 4. Now it's going to bring up Mitch Seeley. This will be a 25-yard field goal attempt. It's up. It's on its way and good. 4:42 left to go here in the first half. It is Central Catholic 20, Gresham nothing. You're watching Ram Football on Ram TV. Rams ready to kick off. 4:42 left to go here in the first half at Jeld-Wen Field. I'm Rick Stupak along with Steve Acton. Rams leading Gresham 20-0 in a matchup of two of the top 10 teams in the state, but it's been all Rams thus far as Seeley swings his right leg through, and it's another placement kickoff that's going to be fielded at the 17-yard line, and there's a big hole for
That's Aaron Larson. Yeah.
And Larson gets across the 40 to the 44-yard line. It'll be the Gophers' best field position of the night.
Yeah, great job by Larson there, catching the ball and just running. No happy feet, just running, finding the gap, and gave him an extra 10 yards field position, not screwing around trying to get around people. So
well, you have a chance on a kickoff like that, where it's kind of a line drive, and you got to come up and make a catch, and not a line drive, but a relatively short kick.
Yeah, you can catch it on the run,
and
so you already have momentum.
On the run, and if the kickoff coverage is not in their lanes, you have a chance to hit a crease at full speed. Here comes the Gophers, I formation, fake to Hoffman, and a little swing pass, and that was, I was going to say that was a lot of to do about nothing, but Micah Tolai was able to break a tackle and pick up a first down.
They had him surrounded. I know how he slipped out to get that first down, because they had him surrounded at about a 2-yard loss.
Instead, it's a gain of 13 for Tolai, and the Gophers make their second voyage into Ram territory tonight. 4:26 left to go. Gophers would certainly love at least a touchdown before halftime and make it a 2-possession game going into the second half.
Exactly. Maybe try to get that momentum turned around, because it has been all Rams all night so far.
2-by-2 set for the Gophers. Paddock is the lone back. Hoffman is in the slot to the top of your screen. And it's a throw to Hoffman, and it's behind him. That will be a lateral. And so the Gophers are going to come up lucky, as it will just go down as a loss of 11 on the play.
They dodged a bullet on that one. They're lucky that it got out, because James Isaac, he could have picked it up and got 6 out of that deal.
Like Shields just threw that harder than he needed to.
Well, he's lucky that he did, actually. So it got out of bounds for him.
So 2nd and 21 for the 46. Now Shields looking to throw, and pass is incomplete, intended for, that's not Hoffman, that is Brian Valencia.
Again, good penetration there by the Rams. It was Fredrickson getting in there, making Hunter think about it a little bit.
Third and 21. Shields under pressure, and he hit as he throw, and the pass will be incomplete, and it'll bring up 4th down.
And Taylor Smith was wishing he was about a step closer. He had interception and 6 points as the receiver fell down.
Washington back deep to field the punt, standing at around the 23-yard line. Justin Anderson, the punter. Spiral kick fielded by Washington at the 16.
Going to be trouble.
Trying to get outside. He's crossed the 30, 35-yard line, and finally brought down across the 40 to the 41-yard line.
Boy, there's some big hits out there. We can hear them all the way up here. Nice job, though, by Washington, hauling that punt in and getting downfield quickly. Some great blocking on the special teams.
Well, the Rams are going to take over in good field position. 3:54 left to go in the half. They will have a 1st and 10 from their own 41-yard line. Field position battle. Average start That certainly favored the Rams tonight, and there is Baker again down the sideline, incomplete.
And again, Baker, another wide receiver, wide open.
So A.J. Baker on the reception.
And again, Wilder putting it right on the money.
I think about 42 for A.J. And it's 1st and 10 for the Rams from the Gresham 17.
And I could see once, maybe twice, but 3 times to get a wide receiver that open.
Wilder now going to the corner in the end zone for Lawrence Wilson, and it is going to be out of bounds, but a penalty marker down at the 4. See if maybe Wilson's called for a push-off.
Oh, yeah, it could be because he was wide open once again. While they sort this out, looks like Lake Oswego is imposing their will now against Canby in the second quarter. They're up 20-7.
And
Sheldon talking about imposing wills against Crater. They're up 27-0.
So an ineligible receiver downfield. I think one of those plays you see a lineman perhaps drifted a little too far, perhaps maybe engaged with a defensive lineman. So the 5-yard infraction will push the Rams back to the 22.
It's got 3:41. It'd be nice to get another score. Yeah.
Scarlett offset to Wilder's left, 2-by-2 set. Here comes Durant-Soleil, or rather that's Oglesby in motion. Wilder with the shoulder fake, looking for Durant-Soleil on the crossing route, and the pass is incomplete. So the Rams go to the play action.
And again, it's Oglesby. Got him on that, setting up that fly sweep look.
Wilder last week against the Raiders was just 3-9 for 39 yards. Well above that tonight.
Yeah, very accurate passing and long passes too.
Wilder again back to throw, going to the corner of the end zone for Wilson, and the ball incomplete. And Hoffman gets back to get a hand on the play, but the ball would have been out of bounds.
Well, here we go, 3rd and about 15. So trying to get in the red zone, put up some points here. Again, it's within Sealy's range, but you'd like to get 6 out of this.
This will be a 39-yard field goal attempt. About that range, should the Rams not be able to pick up another yard. Wilder looking to throw, gets Wilson, and Wilson will get inside the 15, and he'll go down at about the 12. It'll be a pickup of 10, but that's where the penalty hurts you.
Yeah, it's true. But again, back to Wilson. Wilson's getting a great workout. So Sealy's going to come out, which, what do we got here for distance? It's about 33 yards.
It'll be a 30-yard field goal attempt for Sealy. Looking to make his 3rd field goal of the night. And the kick is down, and it is good.
It was good. So, 9 points for Sealy as they've elected to go for 2-point PATs so far. But he's producing, and he's a weapon. And we talk about special teams being a need or a key of the game, and Sealy's producing as usual. He's Mr. Automatic.
So Sealy's field goal extends the Rams' lead to 23-0 with 2:46 left to go here in the first half.
As we get ready for Sealy to kick off here, just a reminder that the David Heller Foundation Hoop Fest is coming up in November. It's the Hoop Fest and auction. It's November 23rd. So look for more information as that date gets nearer, and you always go to ccrams.com.
Mitch Seeley on the kickoff, sends Hoffman into the end zone, and the Gophers will come out and start from their own 20-yard line with 2:46 to work here before halftime, and really in desperate need of getting something going.
And you wonder, frustration level. We got Hoffman, who was prolific running back and receiver, or a punt returner, kick returner. He hasn't done anything. So you wonder if a kid like that starts to try to do too much, create mistakes, and because he hasn't had an impact on the game. And that's a testament, obviously, to Seeley's kicking and that Ram defense.
Hoffman is the deep back in the I formation, tight into the left side. Shields under center, and here comes the toss to Hoffman. Hoffman trying to get outside and gets maybe 4 on the play. Taylor Smith there on the stop after a pickup of 5.
No, for Hoffman. 11 yards on how many carries? Yeah, he's averaging. Hoffman averaging just over 2 yards a carry, 5 carries for 11 yards.
Hoffman again in the backfield as the deep man. And it is Shields on the keeper, and he'll get across the 25 to the 26.
Blake Gratton, nice job shedding the blocker and making that tackle.
And Central's going to take a timeout with 1:54 left to go here in the first half. Central Catholic 23, Gresham nothing. We'll take a timeout as well here on Ram TV. Rick Shupak back along with Steve Acton here at Jeld-Wen Field. 1:54 left to go here in the first half, and the Gophers are trailing the Rams 23-0. Rams led 17-0 after the first quarter, and they've added a pair of Mitch Seeley field goals here in the second quarter. Hoffman again, the deep back. Tight end to the left side, and the Rams jump. And it should be a first down via the penalty for the Gophers.
Looks like enough. Going to keep this drive alive with 1:54 left in the half. If Central can keep them out of the end zone, I think the discussion at halftime for the Gophers is going to be a little bit different than if they get some sort of momentum and put some points on the board.
So 1st and 10 for the Gophers from their own 31-yard line. 1:54 to go. They still have 2 timeouts remaining. Shields on the play action. Hit as he throws, and it is complete, though, to Paddock. And Paddock will gain close to 9. I'll bring up a 2nd and 1.
I think that football had eyeballs after it got thrown. It was wobbling like a duck, but it seemed to make it right there to Paddock, so... Sometimes you don't have to be good, you just need to be lucky, I guess.
That is an old adage. 2nd and 2 from the 39. Shields looking to throw. Pressure from behind, and he's hit. Ball is loose. I believe Central has it recovered. Off the blind side comes Sam Gomez. And the sophomore delivers a big hit.
Boy, Sam Gomez laid the wood. Yeah, the collective ouch from up here in the booth.
And the Rams are going to take over at the 34-yard line with 1:37 to work So a breakdown in the Gophers' protection, and Wilder quickly going the other way and almost intercepted. He's trying to hit Durantale on the seam route, but he leaves the ball short, and it's incomplete.
Yeah, it was Mason McCoy getting his pop at the last minute to knock that down. Nearly intercepted. But I got to give credit to Wilder there. He did a nice job looking that off. Durantale able to get down the field, and I think it was just kind of dumb luck there that McCoy was in position to knock that down.
2nd and 10 from the 34-yard line. Errant snap. Wilder picks it up, now trying to make something, and he's going to go out of bounds at the Gresham bench. And we're going to have 2 flags down. A late flag comes down. I believe we'll have a late hit out of bounds on Gresham on Hunter Paddock. But there's also a flag in the Ram backfield. So it
looks like the penalties will offset. Well, depending on it was a dead ball or not. Yeah. So actually we may have the benefit of a first down, provided it was hit out of bounds. With 1:22 left, 15-yard penalty will put it essentially at the 30-yard line. Again, within Mid-Sealy's range or striking distance for that Ram offense.
So the penalties are going to offset. So we should just replay the down, be a 2nd and 10 from the 34-yard line again with the 1:22 left to go. Three receivers to the bottom of the screen. And all offset to Wilder's right. Now he's going to switch it to the left. Wilder looking to throw. Feeling the pressure now. Gets A.J. Baker coming back, and Baker is knocked out of bounds.
Good pass. He wasn't able to hold on to it, and again, it was Wilson was wide open, but Aiden couldn't get his feet on it to throw that long pass and had to bail out.
3rd and 10 coming up for the Rams. 1:12 left to go here in the first half. Wilder again looking to throw. Going in the air looking for Wilson.
Oh, nice job by Wilson.
Touchdown. He goes up in the air and takes the ball away from Devontae
How
Hoffman.
was that? Hoffman was going, boy, this interception's going to be nice. And here comes Wilson jumping in front of it, taking it away from him. We talked about that jump ball earlier and fighting for it. Great job by Wilson on that play. 6 points for the Rams with 1:05 left in the half.
So the Rams go 34 yards and 3 plays. They use just 32 seconds. Lawrence Wilson on a 34-yard touchdown reception. So Wilder goes over the 300-yard passing mark here in the first half. That is a career high for Wilder. Kick is on the way and good. Sealy on the PAT. 1:05 left to go here in the first half. It is Central Catholic 30, Gresham nothing here on Ram TV.
Yeah, it's going to be hard for those Gophers going into halftime, essentially being shut out. Coming in 5-0 and power ranked in the top 10 and really just getting schooled tonight on both sides of the ball. 30-0. The Rams defense done a fantastic job in containing Hoffman, who comes in rushing over 8 yards per carry. And then we have Sealy kicking the ball in the end zone, keeping it away from Hoffman on special teams, not allowing him to impact the game as well. So all around a great played game, or first half, obviously, for the Central Catholic Rams.
Wilder's career high earlier this year set against Lake Oswego. He threw for 284 in that game against the Lakers. Now over 300 tonight here in the first half. Seeley's kick, and it's going to go into the end zone, and the Gophers will start at their own 20-yard line.
Some scores from around the league again, Rick. You know, we talked about Reynolds jumping out early all over David Douglas. Well, David Douglas has come back to close the gap to 7 points. It's 28-21. Reynolds ahead on that game, but David Douglas kind of turning that around a bit.
Gophers come out in an I formation. And to give is to Hoffman as Gresham may be just trying to get into halftime here.
Boy, great tackle there by James Nizick coming up to fill the gap and stopping Hoffman after a 5-yard gain. He just threw himself in there. It was fantastic.
2nd and 5 from the 25-yard line. 40 seconds remaining.
And James Nizick picking up his first interception of his career at Central Catholic last week against Reynolds.
Here comes Hoffman again, off tackle, and he'll squirt across the 30 for a first down, maybe a gain of 7 on the play.
You know, two back-to-back rushes by Hoffman there, picking up the first down. And you wonder if maybe the Gophers would have come out with that type of play calling in the first quarter. You know, the first 2 series where he was in the game, but he never got the ball.
This may be the final play of the half. Play fake. Shields looking to go deep for Hoffman, and it is almost intercepted, and they're going to call a pass interference. And so Gresham will have one more play.
And Cody Simmons was on his way over there to intercept that ball, but he had so much space and took so long for the ball to get there. He kind of got in his head. I think he lost a little bit of concentration looking down the field of where he was going to end up instead of where he was at.
So the Gophers will get a free play here as the 15-yard penalty moves the ball up to the 47-yard line. Again, I formation, Shields the quarterback. And the give goes to Hoffman. And Hoffman will get across midfield to the 48-yard line. And that will do it for the first half. It's all Central Catholic here at halftime as the Rams lead it 30-0. And we'll be back talk about this first half, have some first half statistics. You're watching Ram football on Ram TV.
Representing the junior class, holding all those And now, it is our pleasure to introduce to you the 2012 Senior Homecoming Corps. Mitch Williams in the gold shotgun. Full Durham Slade and Aiden Molinari. Jacob Hansen and Latia McLaughlin. Cameron Houston, Lindsay Latia, and Wanda Tini. Ted Lathrop, Nick Murphy, and Elise Francis. And now, the crowning of the King and Queen of Homecoming.
Rick Stupak back along with Steve Acton here at Jeld-Wen Field at halftime. The Rams are all over Gresham, 30-0. And as we looked earlier in the game, we looked at the top 10. Take a look at the second half of the top 10. Checking into tonight, Tualatin came in at number 7. They are one of 5 unbeaten teams in the top 10 entering the night. And the Timberwolves team, they had a big game against Tigard, ranked number 5. Century is at number 8 at 4-1. Then Gresham, number 9 at 5-0. And it appears the Gophers are on their way of becoming knocked out of the unbeaten ranks. And then at number 10, Beaverton and Southridge, 2 Metro League teams, tied at number 10. The Beavers 4-1. Southridge at 2-3.
And I'm trying to, filter through the scores of the night. And just to kind of go down the list with Centennial and Barlow, it's Barlow leading Centennial by 14, 21-7. Century taking it to Newburgh 30-13. Sheldon, again, having no problem with Crater, 27-0 at this point. But again, David Douglas and Reynolds, 28-21, so keeping that close in the Mount Hood Conference. Glencoe over Forest Grove, 21-14. Obviously, the Rams 30-0 over Gresham, and Lake Oswego is in control over Canby, 27-7. Lake Ridge taking on Lincoln tonight, and Lake Ridge is taking care of business, also 21-0. Keeping going down, we got Hillsborough against McMinnville, 14-6. McNary and North Salem. McNary's on top, 12-6 there. Oregon City and Grant kind of in a shootout at 28-21, and Grant's Pass taking care of South Eugene. Thurston and North Medford in a tight race, 13-10. Tigard is taking it to Tualatin. We talked about Tigard being ranked against Tuolin. And the score of that contest, going to make sure it's updated here. Tuolin and Tigard. Yeah, Tigard is over Tualatin, 28-0. And here's one, Aloha, 28-6 over Beaverton.
That was the third game that we talked about involving teams ranked in the top 10 tonight. Aloha, Beaverton, Tigard, Tualatin, and, of course, Gresham and Central Catholic. Here, and see if you have some first-half stats.
Some very interesting first-half hats, obviously. First downs, the Gophers were held to 5, and the Rams were able to pull off 12 first downs in that first half. Interesting stat. The Gophers were held to 10 yards rushing in that first half, when with a weapon like the Gophers have, 10 yards almost looks like a typo, but it is not. So, but the Rams, with their vigorous passing attack, they only put up 8 yards in rushing. Passing, they were 3 for 10, and Central Catholic 14 for 20, so Wilder pretty accurate tonight. And total yards in the first half, the Gophers held to 39, while the Rams, really strong, 338 yards put up in the first half. Actually, incredible numbers. The 33 plays for the Rams for a total of 346, and the Gophers 31 plays for only 49 yards. Here's kind of the story of the first half, though, is Wilson, who I think when he came out at halftime did have actually ice on his hands because he's been so busy tonight. 5 catches for a total of 189 yards, led by that passing from Wilder. 14 completions for 323 yards. That's an average of 16.1 for Wilson and Wilder in the first half. Very impressive numbers.
The Gophers coming into the night, they were averaging 378 yards of offense a game and held to just 32. And then defensively, they were only allowing an average of just over 265 a game, and the Rams already 346 yards of total offense here in the first half. Well, we'll now get ready here for the second half with Central on top, 30-0. Yeah, they're looking to cruise to their 18th straight Mount Hood Conference win. Last time Central lost a Mount Hood Conference game was back in 1999. They lost 39-27 at Gresham. And, of course, the streak against the Gophers, the Rams trying to run to 13 as last time Gresham knocked off the Rams was 1999.
That's quite a record there. Testament to the success of the program. Now, as these teams walk out for the second half kickoff, the body language of Gresham, heads are down and they're walking out. They just don't seem to have a spring in their step. You know, being down 30-0, I understand, but you think the coach would inspire them to at least have a little bit of courage and try to fight through this big deficit.
Well, it's tough, too, when you start off 5-0, when everything's going your way all year, then to come out and really be put to the street in the first half like Central did tonight. That can be tough on the psyche as Mitch Seeley kicks off the second half. It's a placement kickoff to the 6. And here comes the Gophers. Big return down the sideline across the 40 to the 45-yard line. That's where the second half will begin. That was a nice return by Isaac Hinosha, the 5'9", 160-pound senior, and the Gophers will take over at the 45-yard line.
So you had a big group of 8th graders coming in today, and it looks like about 50, I think you said, of the 8th graders coming in to visit and see how the...
Yeah, tonight was a night with the Rams in addition to being homecoming and senior night, and prospective 8th grade students had a chance to come to the school, tour the building. It was actually what I was doing before I came over here as Hoffman takes a pitch on the right side and will gain about 2. And I had dinner at the school and took a couple buses over here and got to go down the field before the game and at halftime, and I look forward to many of them hopefully becoming future Rams next fall. Gain of 2 for Hoffman will bring up a 2nd and 8. Another pitch to Hoffman. As Nizic tried to make the play but unable to sweep the ankle, and Hoffman scatters for a few more yards. Or rather, check that was Blake Gratton trying to make the tackle.
Yeah, it was, Hoffman looked like he was going to get strung out to the sidelines, but showed his speed to turn it up just a bit, pick up a couple needed yards there for the Gophers.
Call it a 3rd and 3 for Gresham. They are in Ram territory at the 48. And the give goes to Hunter Paddock, and he will pound his way for the first down.
So those Gophers really going with the rushing at this point. You know, coming out in the first quarter of the first series, it was all passing all the time. Now they're going back to what they've had success with, but you wonder if it's a little too little and a little too late.
Well, 4th and 1 coming up for Gresham at the Central Catholic 46, opening possession of the third quarter in a 30-0 game, and it'll be a quarterback sneak. It should be enough for a first down. Shields with the first down. So the Gophers will keep the drive alive.
Again, still a lot of the starters in for the Rams at this point, even with the 30-0 lead. I guess you don't want to give a glimmer of hope. You want to kind of shut it down here in the first series anyway and then make your adjustments later.
You want to see your starters come out and play a couple of good series in the second half before going to the reserves. One, yes, to keep the lead, but 2, you want to teach them to finish the game, as big hit by Durantale as Hoffman tried to reverse field.
Durantale, a fantastic hit on that. He broke down. Hoffman couldn't figure a way around him. He broke down, great tackling position, and just put his head right into Hoffman there. It was a great hit.
As a kid, I can't figure out how there's not more Division I schools knocking at his door.
Oh, was that right? Because of his talent level.
Yeah.
And he's on good on both sides of the ball, and he's a solid player.
And a good athlete. 2nd and 11 from the 46-yard line. I formation, 2 receivers to the bottom of the screen. Play fake. Shields now rolling out to avoid pressure, throws it on the run, and the pass is incomplete.
Yeah, Adam Canal is there applying a bunch of pressure in the backfield. Despite being held, he was still able to get back there and mix it up a bit. Now, I got to give a little shout out. I just got a text. Apparently, my folks are listening to the broadcast tonight down from Winston, Oregon. So if you're still listening, Mom and Dad, I hope you're doing well.
3rd and 11 coming up for the Gophers. 9:18 left to go, third quarter. Shields under center, calling out the signals, dropping back to throw, slant over the middle. It is caught, and the ball is going to be stretched close for the first down. That was Maliko Arengo on the reception. And it'll depend on the spot. Actually, it'll be just shy of the first down marker. Gain of 10 on the play, though, and it'll be 4th and 1.
Yeah, Gophers,
36-yard line.
Gophers being very effective moving the ball down the field in rather workmanlike fashion.
Rams next week will be at David Douglas. That'll be a 7 p.m. kickoff. That'll be a Thursday contest. And for the night's over, we'll take a look at the rest of the Rams' remaining schedule. In the month of October, give goes to Hunter Paddock, and Paddock's going to pound his way for a first down to out the 32-yard line. Gain of 4 on the play. First and 10 at the 32-yard line. Tight end to the right, 2 receivers at the top of the screen, I formation. And the give is to Hoffman, and Hoffman goes nowhere. He is met at the line.
Xavier Griggs met him early and quick and put his shoulder into him. He had no chance. Stopped his momentum cold.
Ryan Nall also there. Gain of 1 on the play. And it'll be 2nd and 9. Shields, play fake. Going for Bachman, the tight end, on the corner route. Incomplete to Ronsolay there on the coverage. So definitely the longest drive of the night and the best drive by the Gophers. They're coming up on play 11, but they face a 3rd and 9 from the 31.
And how about the Ram defense? You know, the Gophers coming into tonight put up 27 points, 23 points, 39 points, 34, and 34 points. So this is an offense that knows how to put up the points. But against this Ram defense, they have been completely ineffective.
11th play, almost 5 minutes in here in the third quarter. Shields looking to throw. Pass is complete to Arengo, and Arengo is quickly brought down. Maybe a gain of 1 on the play.
Again, Griggs all over that one as well. Great coverage to stop him for a very short game.
Fourth down and call it 8 to go. From the 31-yard line. Gophers got to get just to about the 22. Shields under pressure, and it's not going to matter. Humphreys there for the sack. His second of the night.
Yeah, Shields had no chance. Humphrey couldn't even get the ball up to Kaka's arm to throw. Humphreys was all over him early, grabbing him with his claw, pulling his jersey, and bringing him down. Great job again by Humphreys, who's done a fantastic job on defense tonight.
So the Gopher drive stalls. The Rams are going to take over at their own 37-yard line with 6:27 left to go. And for Humphreys, his second sack of the night.
And the fourth sack by the Rams that Christopher just pointed out. So the Rams have been doing a good job of getting to the quarterback.
Here comes Scarlett in motion, and the give is to Cameron. Cameron trying to get outside, and he's dances around the Gresham bench. It goes out of bounds about the 43-yard line. Well, 4 sacks tonight, 6 last week against Reynolds, and the Rams have 10 sacks in a game and a half of Mount Hood Conference play.
And last year you coached Scarlett on that freshman team quite a bit. He is, from up here, he's deceptively fast. Did you experience that?
Yeah, he almost looks like he's gliding out there, but he's the type of athlete that you give him a little bit of crease, he can put that foot in the ground, and then he's going to explode. Scarlett on the fake, Wilder on the keep, and now Wilder gets outside. He's to the 40. He got Scarlett out in front. Scarlett puts a block. 15, 10, 5. Touchdown, Aiden Wilder.
Wilder doing it with his arm and now doing it with his legs. Fantastic effort tonight by Aiden. A 57-yard touchdown there by Aiden Wilder, who in the first half, as we talked, put up, 323 yards passing, and now he just peeled off about a 52-yard touchdown run.
Wilder had the 57-yard touchdown run, and the Rams lead at 36-0. Seeley on to attempt the PAT. As the Rams again go to the swinging gate formation. And now the Rams are going to shift back to the conventional PAT.
And this will give, Seeley 11 points for the night if it goes through?
Snap is down and good. 5:41 left to go, third quarter. Central Catholic 37, Gresham nothing. Mitch Seeley ready to kick off. Rams now on top, 37-0. They led it 30-0 at the break, and the kick is going to go to the 2-yard line. And this is Enosha on the return, and he won't get it back to the 15-yard line. He'll to about the 13. That's where the Gophers will take over.
Hey, great special teams. Again, Hoffman not allowing to get the ball in his hand in space.
High formation for the Gophers, and it is to keep by Enosha now, the quarterback. Gain of 3 on the play for Enosha.
You know, that Ram defense still doing a great job in that penetration. It's so hard to be effective as an offense when you can't even get past the line of scrimmage to get your blocks downfield or anything. The defensive line is dominating.
And to give this time is to the fullback, Paddock.
And again, Griggs in there putting his head down and stuffing that play quickly.
Haddock, the ball carrier.
Gain of 1 on the play. Here comes the 3rd and 6 for the Gophers. Kenosha on the keeper trying to get to the first down marker, and I believe he is going to pick it up with a gain of about 9 out to near the 29-yard line.
Ryan Nall there showing his strength and speed, chasing him down from behind and sent him for a little loop there as he brought him down. You know, Ryan, very much an impact player on both sides of the ball. We were talking about Durant Soleil earlier. You know, Ryan Nall, again, very much the same impact player.
Toss play. Across the 35 to the 40-yard line goes Devin Tappick, and Tappick will have another first down.
Again, I think that might be the longest run from scrimmage against a Gresham Gopher team that wasn't afraid to put rushing yards, put rushing yards together in a game up to the night before facing the Rams.
And Tappick picks up 14 for the Gophers as they get the ball out to their own 43-yard line. 3:19 left to go here in the third quarter. Kenosha pass incomplete. That was intended for Mason McCoy, but really nowhere near target.
I think he might have been a little bit afraid of the lateral because he was set back a little bit, and he tried to throw it in front of him, I think maybe to keep it from being a lateral pass. Either way, you missed it, like you said, by a wide margin.
Here comes Tappick again, dancing down the sideline, get across the 45, maybe to the 48-yard line.
Yeah, I've not seen much of Hoffman in the second half.
Taylor Smith there for the tackle as Tappick picks up 3. It'll be 2nd and 7.
Yeah, it looks like Hoffman is on the sidelines. You wonder if you just kind of pull him out at this point, keep him from getting hurt for the rest of the season. You don't want to, down 37-0. You don't want to get a player like that hurt. It's a game changer.
Check that, 3rd and 7 for the Gophers. And on the keeper is Kenosha, and he gets back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it.
Again, a great stop again by, I think it's James Nizick, jumping in there and taking care of business.
They give Kenosha 2 on the play out to the 48-yard line. And the Gophers bring in the punt team. Aaron Washington's going to stand back at the Ram 13.
Say this quarter is whizzing by. Under 2 minutes left in the third quarter as both teams are resigning themselves to the run to allow some of that clock run off.
Washington fields the kick at the 15. He'll get it across the 20 to the 21, and that's where the Rams will take over when we come back. 1:42 left to go third quarter. 37-0 Central on top of Gresham. Quentin Lake, the quarterback, and the give is to Donald Levitt, and Levitt will get out to about the 28-yard line.
Oh, it is right. I thought it was over.
Down the quarterback for the Rams, number 19, Quentin Wright.
It's nice to see some new players in there. We got Richie, number 4, as a wide receiver.
Here comes Scarlett, and Scarlett across the 45 near midfield. And there's that elusiveness. Talk about a Cameron Scarlett.
The deceptive elusiveness.
Scarlett runs for 19 and a first down.
Like Lawrence Wilson is on the sidelines as well, maybe getting a well-deserved break at this point, along with Aiden Wilder.
2-back set. Here comes the give to Levitt. Levitt going off tackle. He's across midfield. Gain of 4 for Levitt. Give it a gain of 3 officially. They'll bring up a 2nd and 7 just across the midfield stripe at the 49.
25 seconds left in the quarter. You wonder if they might just let this clock run out. Well, looks like they're going to line up for it.
High snap. Lake fields it. Here comes to give to Levitt. Levitt across the 45 to the 40-yard line. And a gain of 9 and a first down, and that will end the third quarter. All Central Catholic. It is Central Catholic 37, Gresham nothing. Back with the fourth quarter here in a moment on Ram TV.
Well, I tell you, Rick, as we start the first quarter, like you said, it's been all Central all the time up to this point. Really playing relatively mistake-free football all night. You know, the Rams putting up 440 yards through 3 quarters, just been an offensive machine. And the defense holding the Gresham Gophers to 0 points.
Quentin Lake with the quick throw out to Richie English, and the senior records a reception. Nice to see Richie English pick up a reception on senior night and be 2nd and 3 for the Rams from the 33-yard line. Again, 2 backs in the backfield. And here comes
Nathan Schaefer on that carry.
Nathan Schaefer.
Yeah, we're seeing a lot of new numbers come on the field here, so it takes a little bit longer for us to identify them if they get a call or the ball. So, but it's nice to see Scarlett in there, and like you said, Schaefer coming in, and Trevor Warner in the wide receiver slot.
3rd and 4. Lake in the gun, 2 backs. Michael Waters trying to wiggle his way for a first down. He's going to be stopped at the 31, a gain of 3. And he'll bring up 4th and 1 for the Rams. 10:30 left. Just past 9 o'clock. Give to Waters. And he powers his way across the 30 to the 28.
Yeah, nice effort there by Waters to work hard for that first down. You know, we got David Douglas next week. And I'm just checking in the score, see how they're faring against Reynolds here. And they're tied up. It's 28-28 with David Douglas and Reynolds at this point. Looked early on in that game that was going to be a runaway by Reynolds as Reynolds put up some early points. But you got to give credit to David Douglas to come back and tie that. So that's a shooter. That's a slugfest over there.
Schaefer on the carry. Tries to break a tackle and keeps those feet moving. And Schaefer looked like he was going to get stopped for nothing. He's going to gain 3 yards. Nice hard run there by the sophomore.
Yeah, I think he had to stop. He had 10 of the 11 players on his back as he was fighting for those additional yards.
Tenth play of the drive coming up for the Rams as we go to 9:18 left to go on the clock. And an encroachment penalty is going to move it up 5 yards on the Gophers.
You got Chance Swar in the backfield. He's also a sophomore, getting some playing time back there. And it's a great opportunity for these young players to get into the game, get the experience, so as they come up through the ranks, they can be contributors.
Lake on the keeper will get across to 20, about the 17-yard line. He'll have the first down. So Lake picks up 3 to the 17. And here comes to give to Waters, and Waters takes a big hit out of bounds at about the 12.
So this will weigh heavy in the rankings as they come out next week, with the Rams really able to take care of business quite handily against these Gophers. You know, Rams coming in tied with Tigard at number 5 and Gresham at 9. So to take care of business like this, it's going to be changing a lot of hearts and minds as to how talented this Central Rams team really is.
2nd and 5. Lake looking to throw, and the pass is complete.
That's Trevor Warner
has a reception.
Nice to see another senior there getting some action. Coach Pine, throwing over to Richie, and now Warner over here, both seniors, and it is senior night, so you have to appreciate the coach making sure they get into the mix as well.
3rd and 2 from the 9. So you look ahead, you think about this time last year in conference play, this is where we saw Central really start to go on a roll, and it just kind of snowballed into a deep playoff run.
Very deep playoff run. And the thing is, we talked about during the roll period is the mistakes that were made with penalties throughout the season. I got to give the Rams credit tonight. Really kind of mistake-free football, and we just got an illegal motion penalty. There's been a little bit of puts and takes, but in general, it's a very well-played game by the Rams.
It'll be interesting to see down the stretch if the Rams can put it together for another deep run as Lake keeps it, and he'll gain maybe 2 to the 12.
Well, and as the season progresses, the crystal ball, if you will, gets a little bit clearer as to what the teams have to offer, and seeing the different records, the different stats of the different teams. Central has got a real shot to make it through, and I'm not going to say it because I don't want to jinx it, but they have a real shot this year to make a statement.
Trevor Warner coming out. He's standing at the 21. This would be a 31-yard field goal attempt off the drop kick. It's down, it's on its way, and no good. So Gresham will take over with 7:05 left to go. It's Central 37, Gresham nothing.
So a couple games to know, Rick. Though really no contest is Tiger taking care of Tualatin 34-0. Aloha taking it to Beaverton 42-6. And Jesuit holding true to form 28-0 over Westview. So no upsets in the making tonight. But that for Mount Hood conference play, that David Douglas and Reynolds game tied up at 28-28 is at least interesting when you consider what Central did last week to Reynolds.
So 2nd and 10 coming up for the Gophers from their own 20-yard line. Shields looking to throw, and down he goes. He's hit the ball, pops out. That was 76 Caleb Dalzell picking up the loose ball and running.
A little bit of action there for that. It's always fun as a lineman. I was a lineman once, and every now and then you get the benefit of a fumble that you can move forward. At least I'll have something to talk about tonight.
Legal hit to the head against the Rams will give another 15 yards and a first down for the Gophers. Toss pitch. And tap it.
He's getting a lot of work tonight.
40.
Doing quite well. Quick back, gets around the corner, gets that edge.
So Tappick moves the chains. Gophers take over, or Gophers have 1st and 10 at their own 43. Here comes Tappick again the other way, and he gets turned back inside, and down he'll go near the line of scrimmage. James Corey, a sophomore there, making the stop. And here comes the dive off the reverse pivot, and out near midfield is Jacob Williams.
And all this rushing is making this quarter really fly by. 5:43 left in the fourth quarter. And again, we got the Gophers trying to put something together, try to avoid the goose egg against this Ram defense. Has just been fantastic tonight in really all aspects. Pass coverage, run coverage against some terrific talent on that Gopher team.
5:25 left to go. I formation for the Gophers. Another carry by Williams, and Williams gets it a first down to the 45.
He had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
If you could, just write them down for me.
Yeah, sure.
I formation again for the Gophers. 1st and 10 from the Central Catholic 45. Gophers like to at least break the shutout. Shields looking to throw. He's going to go up top, and the pass overthrown. His intended receiver was Mason McCoy.
Again, missing his target by a wide margin. Overthrew him by about 5 yards. So David Douglas next week. Again, struggling with the Reynolds tonight. They lost to Barlow by 2 points last week. So as a coach, you got to keep your kids focused because the kids are gonna see the scores, and I think the Scots may not be posing much of a challenge for them.
Reverse pivot to give to Jacob Williams, and Williams will gain a yard to the 44. Well, that's the trick is to keep the team to keep it that 1 day at a time, 1 week at a time, and know that the ultimate goal is not you want to win the next 3 games, but the goal is to be playing in November, late in November.
Exactly.
So that's where that focus has to be of continually trying to improve, and then the wins take care of themselves. Toss out to Tappick. Tappick looking to turn the corner, hurdles a defender, and he'll go out of bounds at about the 40 or at the 30-yard line.
Boy, John McFarland took a shot when he was coming up and trying to bring that back down. Kind of almost nearly got blindsided. Took a shot by a Gopher, but popped back up and ran back to the huddle, showing just how tough that kid is. They got personal foul call against Gresham, so that'll back them up to about midfield, giving it 3rd and roughly 16.
That kind of negates a promising drive. They'll push them back out of Central Catholic territory to the 49-yard line as we're under 4 minutes left. Shields looking to throw and throws it behind McCoy on the slant. And that'll bring up 4th down.
Yeah, the Rams bringing the house on that play. Sending everybody, leaving the DBs on an island. Well, nice job by the Rams to protect that goose egg as they Gophers go into punt formation. So with 3:47 left, and the Rams going to be running the ball, obviously, in this next series. This goose egg may actually stick.
And over-end kick hits at the 20-yard line, and it will roll inside the 10 to about the 7-yard line, and that's where the Rams will take over. 3:33 left to go here in the game. It is Central Catholic 37, Gresham nothing.
Looks like Lake back there again as quarterback as they start the drive on their own 6-yard line. And so Chance Swar, the sophomore, getting that handoff.
So that was Matt Van Nouwenhagen on the carry.
Stand corrected on that.
Two-back set. And here comes again Van Oudenhagen across the 10 to about the 13-yard line.
Van Oudenhagen. 2:35 left in this fourth quarter as the Rams continue to run the ball, Rick. And going to go by relatively quickly. It's a great homecoming night, obviously, with the Rams taking care of business with 37 points on the board.
Third and about 5. And here's to give to Michael Waters. And Waters,
Here we go.
he's at the 30, 35, 40, 50. It's a foot race. And Waters going to be knocked out of bounds at the 24-yard line. And here has to be my favorite moment of the night, personal favorite. Number 89 out there is Owen White, freshman.
Is that right? Out there blocking?
Play, yeah.
Well, Waters did a great job cutting back across the field to the open green territory. He didn't have the angle quite laid out, but great job. Waters getting about a 60-yard run on there. Keeping that clock running, which ultimately these Rams want to see expire.
First and 10 for the Rams at the 25, minute 40 left to go. And here comes Waters again. Waters trying to get outside. Now cutting back. He's at the 15. And take it down at the 12. And here's a player that, as we get towards the end of the season, may be this year's Chase Cole or Zach Davis, Ryan Nall, a sophomore that emerges to help the Rams in the postseason.
Yeah, very much so, stepping up. And, the key that's brought water on that was Matt Van getting the block. He, as a young sophomore, he was very good at holding the block, allowing Waters to get around the corner and pick up those extra yards. So it's nice to see the good work ethic coming up through these young guys.
Minute 13 now left to go. Clock running. Back to Waters again. Waters at the 5. Keep the feet going and be out of bounds at about the 2-yard line.
And a great blocking up front. Waters is pushing 100 yards. He may end up with 99 if he gets this carry and is able to punch it in. What a great quick effort, impact for that kid in the game.
Second and less than a yard to go from the 3-yard line. And the Rams appear to go into victory formation as Lake takes the snap and goes to a knee. So, well, dare we say it, with 40 seconds left, if the score holds, this will become the Rams' first shutout since October 7th, 2004. And they knocked off Park Rose 64-0.
Yeah, great accomplishment. And again, we talk about the Gophers coming in, putting up some points, and being quite prolific on offense. That'll be the final play of the game. And as we leave, it's still Reynolds and David Douglas tied at 35. So you'll have to find out how that ends later. But again, it's David Douglas next week for our Rams.
Well, Central Catholic picks up their 18th straight Mount Hood Conference win, a 37-0 win tonight over Gresham. And next week, it'll be the Rams at David Douglas on Thursday. Our next Ram TV telecast actually going to be this Monday as the women's volleyball team will host St. Mary's. That will be a 6 o'clock match on Ram TV. For Steve Acton, I'm Rick Supak. Hope you enjoyed Homecoming Night 2012. Once again, Central 37, Gresham nothing.